Got a question, man. That my shit great, son. Shit, lot of question. How come, the United States, I'm a proud American, man. Born here, my family's from here. But why don't we why aren't we attacking places like China, Russia? We claim to be against communists, right? Or we don't want communism, but we stay trading and doing business with China, and we see them doing things, saying like to the Muslim nation, we don't say shit, and they ethically cleanse those people, put them in concentration camps. Why y'all didn't attack them? Why y'all not attacking Russia for attacking Ukraine? Why you didn't attack North Korea for building nukes? That you're attacking, and even though you were against North Korea, but because I guess China and Russia is backing them and holding them down, you guys, I guess they off the limits, huh? Why, when, you guys wanted to attack Iran, and, I think Russia finally came to their aid a little bit, but, but you guys were fucking with Iran, Iraq, I ran up in Iraq. It's just funny how, I see our country constantly picking on smaller countries that really can't stand up to them. But the countries that can, that are doing things that you claim you don't like, I don't see you guys make an effort to, go after these people. So, I think that's being a bully and being a coward, man. So, you're gonna give Ukraine enough weapons to fight, but just really giving them enough weapons so you guys can launder the money. That's what I personally think. But giving them weapons where they can fight off Russia, but they really can't defeat Russia. But if it was Russia was on your side and they were attacking Ukraine, you guys would be right there, bombs away, man. It wouldn't have been no giving Russia weapons. Y'all would have been bombs away, man. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, I don't see Israel, doing this shit to China. You know what I'm saying? I don't see none of this shit happening to these other countries, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they ain't gonna run up in France. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I mean, like, don't be a bully, man. Like, you made your point, particularly when it comes to the Palestinian people. I think you've made your point, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just destroyed an entire nation of people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my thing is, why y'all don't do that to these other countries when they do shit? They're not getting ran down on, but you can do that to these smaller countries, man. Make it make sense, man. I bet they won't do that shit in North Korea, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they definitely not gonna do it to Russia. But you doing this shit to Iran, Syria, you know what I mean? Like, these countries that can't really, they ain't got the manpower, they don't got the weapons to stand up. And you got a lot of these coward ass people that be on these on these sites. And these are the people that I blame, that push this propaganda bullshit, that ain't gonna step not one foot on that battlefield, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's attack on Muslim people. Billions of Muslim people around the world minding their business, living their life. Some of them come here, they live the American dream. And you're supposed to come here and have freedom of religion, which means you can practice your faith. However, you got all these people, oh, they're coming with Sharia. And what the fuck are you talking about, man? Well, Sharia says to to do Christians that really we reading this from the Quran and said, no, it doesn't, man. What are you talking about, man? You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because you got a lot of non-Muslims that are white people that are stepping in and saying, nah. And I think, see, they're afraid of the spread, and it's spreading. And that's what they know that once it spreads, if it spreads, see, once they got the Ottoman Empire out the way, they thought that it wasn't going to spread. And it's still spreading. You know, they thought that once we got the Ottoman Empire out the way, we control these regions, control these resources, we're going to get rich, we're going to be the result. And a lot of it worked that they tried to do. But the Islam is still spreading. They can't have that. Because if it spreads to the wrong country, and the wrong country adapts those policies, they think that they know that their plans will be wiped out. There'll be no more riba. There'll be no more of a lot of stuff going on. And they don't want that. You know, then you siding with people, like they want to side with people that believe your Lord and Savior is a false Messiah. Yet you call yourself Christian and you siding with these people. Meanwhile, Muslims believe that, yeah, Jesus wasn't no God, but we believe that, and most Christians don't believe he's God either. There's some Christians that don't, but we don't believe he's God. Muslims don't believe he's, you know, some divine, you know what I mean? We believe that he was a human being created by Allah with miracles. He was a prophet. Came with miracles through the prophet, through Allah. He was blessed to do these miracles. So we believe in Virgin Mary. You guys have conflicting stories about her. And the things that are written down that you guys follow is not in this original form. How can it be original if this stuff was written hundreds of years after Christ was born and gone? Like, how, you know, the switching, things getting switched around, like, you know, oh, Christ died for our sins so we can eat pork. Yo, come on. This is crazy, man. So we're just altering words to fit our lifestyle as we go. When it speaks about that in the Quran, you know, it speaks about that. Surah Al-Baqarah, many other surahs. You know, they take, you know, their rabbis and priests and monks as, you know, walis and protectors. They, you know, they sold their books for measly dollars. You know, like, you're selling your soul for $1, man. You know, so you're coming after, you know, an entire religion of people who got nothing, really, most of us ain't got nothing to do with the Middle East, man. But you want to target us and make us the enemy because it's spreading. You know, that's really what it's about. It's spreading, man. And it's getting to the people close to you. Same thing like the drug game, right? They didn't care about drugs when it was in the hood. They only cared about drugs when it started to spread. And it got close to home. And it got to home. Now it's a problem. But it wasn't a problem when it was over here. You know, but reverse it now. Let's look at the Muslims. You know, wasn't a problem till you guys wanted to control oil and take over their region, push them out. drive them out of their homes and things of that nature. Now, that they've moved around and people have, you know, gotten access to their religion even more. And people see that a lot of these people are just, nice people that just want to live their life. And people have gravitated towards Islam and they've read, damn, well, this is more of the truth than anything I've ever read. And these are coming from good people, God-fearing people who just want something to follow that's correct. But if you got more and more people following that, then you can't sell your liquor, you can't sell your porn, you can't, promote, sexuality and all. They can't distort the minds and keep people distracted so that you can keep looting the public from their years and their money. To me, that's what this shit is boiling down to, man. Keep us distracted, keep us pointing fingers, so that way y'all can keep looting. And we, just stay blind and stuck and continue to be, lost and confused. Now, they don't love the brothers either, the American brothers. I think they know that if the brothers stand up, if we was to stand up and unite, that they will probably lose the country, the very country that's protecting the world. They fear that because they know that land was stolen, riches were stolen from us, payments weren't paid, and there's a lot of atrocities done to our people that are old. They know that, and they know that if we was to unite and want payback, and we're not talking about taking in the blood, we're talking about getting all retribution, it will cost this country trillions of dollars, man. And, they might as well just get a country back. But then that's going to turn into a war because you got people that they're not just going to give up their homes and their land and their property, things they work for, because of old treaties and contracts that weren't upheld and wrongdoings and things like that, people being misclassified. They're not going to go through that. They're going to want blood, man, and it's going to get nasty. So, and then now if it gets nasty over here, guess what? We can't protect you over there, man. We can't protect niggas over there and over there no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to start pressing buttons because other places got buttons to press. And it's really going to destroy everything and no one's going to have anything. So that's the bigger picture, man. But it is, what can we do, man? Like, you just got to keep educating ourselves, man. Don't fall for the bullshit. People are really waking up and they see through a lot of this shit. And all they doing is, you got people that got some hateful shit in them. They call themselves American. They're not American. They're hateful, evil people, man. Because if you're American, then you honor the right to free speech. You honor the right to freedom of religion, whether you like the religion or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give people that right, man. That's it. Ain't nobody here to do no stupid shit or no Sharia. What are you talking about, man? You can't even practice Sharia unless it's your land, man. Like, we running the land. And even in the Sharia, when you look at the when they took over Spain, you had churches and you had Jewish people and you had churches still. So this guy, whatever this dude name, I forgot who was what was it? The guy, he was somebody, Dan Brazilian was Dan, I forgot how to say his name, Brazilian, whatever his name is, the one that always be standing up for the Palestinians and, good guy, man. He was crucifying this dude argument. And but you can't have churches. What are you talking about? First of all, and I keep saying this over and over again, the church and the Christians were the ones that saved the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But when you go and look into Spain, when they were controlled by the Muslims, they were churches there, man. People were able to live and practice their religion, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not those folks, it's the people that want control, man. And they know if we have control, then they know that the things that they want to do, the evil things that they like doing, is out of here. You got people out here can't pay for their own they can't pay their mortgages. People can't, they get these bills, we all get stuck with bills. You lean on a credit card and all this fucking interest. You get a house, you paying more interest than damn near you paying for the fucking house. All this shit is killing people, man. And are they trying to help us? No. Do we, in our selfish minds, look at that? No, we just looking at hateful shit towards each other, man. I hate, I hate Muslims. I hate. You guys are doing this and they're pointing fingers, man. And don't even know what the fuck they talking about, man. Plenty of Muslims live in New York City. Where you see all this control shit going on at? Where's the Sharia? What the fuck are you talking about, man? Hey, come on, man. It's just fear mongering, man, and this shit is disgusting, man. And but they ain't doing nothing but they're gonna strengthen Islam even more because more and more people are gonna gravitate towards Islam. A lot of them right now they're not Muslim, but they'll fight. If you listen to them argue, you would think they Muslim because they don't stand for evil. And maybe inshallah they become Muslim. But I love the fight, man. I love the fact that people are standing up. And we need to see more Muslims stand up that got voices, man. And speak the fuck out on this shit, man. And this go to show you too, like where's the Muslim countries, man? Why are they not speaking out on this shit? Why are you not defending here them defending Islam, man? Where's these leaders, man? How y'all letting them talk about our religion like that? And we don't see none of these leaders out here on the forefront, man. Just YouTubers and shit speaking. A couple of, you got journalists speaking out. Where is the leadership in Islam to speak out on this shit, man? You know what I'm saying? Where's Saudi Arabia? Like, yo, nah, we don't believe in what you talking about. What are you talking about? Like, educate the people, man. Where's our scholars? Get on the side. I'm not saying they're not doing it, but we don't see enough, man. We're not hearing it, man. We're not hearing it. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? My voice ain't shit. Where's the people with the microphones, man? Like, you need to get out here, man, and challenge some of this shit, man. Like, don't let them just speak and say all kind of, negative and nasty shit. We need to get out here. Where's our leaders, man, that's going to get out here and that got the microphones that can get out here and educate the people, man. Like, come on. That's really what's needed, man, is the proper education. Because once we sit down and we can just, break down, like, hey, look, what these people are talking about is not Islam. We don't have enough leaders out here doing that and expressing what Islam is. But me, I'm not a scholar. I'm not none of that. Just a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a nobody. But I just see, like, I'm seeing everybody else, fighting for Muslims' rights, but I don't see our leaders out there in the forefront, man. Like, this was back in the 60s and 50s. You'd have seen Malcolm X and Martin, they'd have been out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Anyway, let me get up out of here, man. Many Face Publishing, I'm out, man. Peace.